Hello and welcome to Newsfeed on Trust TV. I am Sumaya Abubakar, taking you through the stories trending online that people are talking about and sharing around the globe today. All petitions against President Tinubu's victory at the polls are terribly hopeless, says APC Secretary Basiru. Only an inexperienced president will go to war after 3 months in office, activist Mahdi Shehu says. Some senators have gotten 2 million naira recess token, according to Senator Ningi. And Nigeria would have been affected by a disaster if we didn't take over, Niger coup plotters say. Now, top of what's trending today, we have the National Secretary of the All Progressive Congress, APC, Senator Ajibola Basiru, says that the petitions challenging President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in his year's presidential election, that they are hopeless. Presidential candidates of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, as well as that of the People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, are currently challenging the emergence of Tinubu in the February 25, 2023 presidential election. Speaking on Channels TV on Sunday, August 13th, Basiru dismissed the petitions when asked to respond to the speculation that the APC is gearing up for a rerun election. Basiru began by saying that he was not supposed to make any comments on a matter that is sub judice. But since you have asked me, he added, from my knowledge of electoral law in Nigeria and having read the petition and also been part of the proceedings, I would say that all the petitions against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's election are hopeless and nobody needs to even waste time in dismissing same. They are hopeless petitions, terrible, hopeless. A netizen commented, election coup, what makes APC different from the soldiers in Niger Republic? Another said, allow tribunal to say that, Mr. Secretary, you are not in position to say that, or are you scared already? Someone else said, Senator Ajibola Basiru is right, because Atiku and his younger brother, who is claiming victory from third position, couldn't prove their claim of winning the election, which was why they resulted into calling for cancellation of the election, which will never happen. Their petitions are terribly hopeless. Meanwhile, 2031 is around the corner. They can try again. God bless Nigeria. Next on what's trending, we have activist Mahdi Shehu rather, who said that only an inexperienced president will go to war after 3 months in office. In an interview with Arise TV, Shehu warned President Tinubu against going to war with the coupists in Niger Republic. Take a look at what more he had to say.
A war that Tinubu cannot afford. Physically, psychologically, intellectually, militarily, the capacity is not there. I think he is using this war as an alibi, as a cover. To do what? To ensure the war comes between Nigeria, ECOWAS and Niger, and then that will make him invoke a constitutional provision for emergency rule. That will not happen. Nigerians are much, much wiser. We have seen in other military, just like you said, in other military, in other countries where military are, they are stable. They have no business going to Niger. If the choice of Nigerian people to upsurge for their own frustration is a military rule, and they have welcomed it, so be it. Where was ECOWAS when other countries were being taken over by military? Where was America? Where the UK? Where are all these pretenders of democracy? Where were they? If military rule is an option to irresponsible leadership, to fraud in governance, to betrayal of trust, to cherry picking of enemies, so be it. If civilian presidents don't like coup, they should be democratic, they should be responsible, and they should be answerable. Short of that, coup will always be an option for people who are aggrieved.
The guy said the North is just trying to protect their brothers in Niger Republic and nothing more. Another guy opined, if what we saw in the last presidential election in Nigeria is democracy, then democracy is a scam. There is no difference between a military takeover and democracy. A lady wrote, God bless this man for speaking the truth to power. Next on what's trending, we have Senator Abdul Ningi, who has said that some lawmakers have gotten 2 million naira on holiday allowance, even though he is yet to see his own. Recall that during plenary on Tuesday, August 8, the Senate President Godswill Akpabio, who was caught on tape telling the senators to expect a token to enable them to enjoy their recess. His comments elicited reactions from Nigerians, with many condemning the senators for living ostentatiously when many Nigerians are suffering and dealing with the economic hardship caused by the removal of fuel subsidy. In an interview with Channels TV, Senator Ningi of the main opposition People's Democratic Party PDP confirmed that some lawmakers have gotten an allowance as mentioned by Akpabio. Nothing has come to my account yet. I heard that some people got 2 million naira, but for me nothing yet. Hopefully I will get it when they tidy up things, he said. Ningi, who represents Bauchi Central in the Senate, faulted Senator Akpabio's comment, describing it as unprecedented. Some of these things, if they happen, you don't broadcast it the way he did. did. I think it is a huge embarrassment to the Senate President as a person and as the institution of the National Assembly. The Senate President should have gone further to say what the allowance was for. How did he come about the allowances? Who gave the allowances? And is it part of the remuneration? Senator Ningi said, I don't know what 2 million naira would do for a holiday. I find it very difficult to understand what this money is for. A netizen said, if you ever believe that it's 2 million they got, then you can actually believe anything. Someone said, they are sharing money and the masses are suffering. Another person said, he's asking what will 2 million naira do, why average Nigerians are to be given 8,000 naira for a complete month. I just pity Nigerians though. Next on What's Trending, we have men of the Ogun State Police Command who have arrested an unrepentant car snatcher, Sunday Dosumu, for committing the same crime that took him to prison. A statement released by the spokesperson of the command, SP Omolola Odutola, says that the suspect was previously apprehended by divisional police officers Kemta CSP Adeni Adekunle on the 17th September 2022 at the Oluro Sogu, Ogun State, while trying to steal a car parked along with the syndicate's bank, who was recently released from prison, has resumed same act that he was previously arrested for. Odutola said on August 12 that at about 8:30 p.m. along Eleme, Ogun State, Sunday, in his habitual act, was caught again by youth of that area while using fabricated master keys to unlock some cars within that area. A plea of double jeopardy will not suffice. If there was any acquittal on a thorough investigation, he may have been released on want of evidence. However, this time the police will prosecute him to ensure that justice is served, since he has not repented irrespective of his age, Odutola said. The police spokesperson mentioned that the State Commissioner of Police has been briefed and he has directed that thorough evidence are brought forward to the court so as to ensure Sunday Dosumu learns his lesson. A netizen wrote, 53-year-old man, but no police would rather chase after youth driving flashy cars because crime has age limits. A lady asked, is he not too old to be committing GTA? Besides, did he serve his term the first arrest? Otherwise, why is he back on the street committing the same crimes? A guy said, if old people like this do this kind of evil, what do they preach to their kids? I wonder. Now let's take a short break, and when we come back, you will see what a man did to his one-day-old granddaughter. Stay tuned. Welcome back. It's News Feed. Now, men of the Oyo State Police Command have apprehended one Monday Chukwuka who allegedly sold his one-day-old granddaughter for 700,000 naira. Parading the suspects before newsmen, the spokesperson of the command, Adewale Osifeso, says Monday he was arrested in his hideout in Ibafo area of Ogun State following credible intelligence report. Osifeso says that upon intelligence-led interview, Monday, father of the teenage girl who gave birth to the day-old baby girl confessed to the crime and explained in details how he took the baby from her mother as soon as she gave birth under the pretext of handing over the baby to someone who would take good care of her. Osifeso told newsmen that bundles of new birth certificates of some equipment also for baby deliveries were recovered from the factory, adding that the suspect, as at the time of apprehension, were unable to give any satisfactory explanation about the parentage of the babies recovered from the factory. The suspect, Monday, said he decided to sell the baby because he can't afford to take care of his teenage daughter and the baby, saying he used the money he collected after selling the baby to rent a shop and buy goods in it. A netizen said, sold your grandchild for a token of some money. You know, what is happening to the conscience of humans these days? A lady said, the crime rate in the country has surged. Another lady opined they should sell him also, wicked man. Now, so what's trending? We have actress Kate Henshaw, who queries Nigerian slay queens over their edges. She asked, why do we go overboard with everything? Take a look at what she had to say.
I have a question. Don't be angry. Why are the edges meeting the brows? Why are people's edges here? Is it Dr. Spock? Are you from Star Trek? I had to read about different types of edges. The only one I know of is the widow's peak, where it comes like this. But why is it that edges these days are sold separately? Baby hair is now full adult hair meeting the brows. Edges are here. What's the problem? Oyibo will bring edges, wig come. Their edges are in the normal place. But you Nigerians, your edges They're attached to the brows. God forgive me. I don't understand it. I cannot understand. Can someone help me explain why we go overboard with everything? Edges, you must bring out edges. They are here. Edges are here. When you're not a werewolf, ow! Is that how you wake up in the morning? Stop it. When I see it, it's as if everybody is coming out from the same assembly line. Kilode.
A guy wrote, sold separately got me. A lady said, I am tired of seeing Gen Z with their edges getting to their teeth. Another lady said, finally someone said it. I find it tacky sometimes. Next on What's Trending, we have General Abdurrahman Tinubu, the leader of the Niger Republic junta that took over the Nigerian government, has claimed that the military takeover in his country saved Nigeria of an imminent disaster. Islamic scholars who met President Bola Ahmed Tinubu at the presidential villa in Abuja on Friday, August 11th, met Tinubu on Saturday, August 12th, to have talks in Niamey. According to Sheikh Bala Lau, chairman of the Jama'at al-Izalat al-Bid'ah wa Iqamat al-Sunnah, Tinubu claimed the coup was well intended, adding that they struck to stave off an imminent threat that would have affected not only Niger Republic but also Nigeria. It is unclear what Tinubu meant as a statement did not go into details, but his claim came after the Nigerian Defense Headquarters said some persons are instigating the military to seize power in Nigeria. The military, however, said it is happy and better off in a democratic government in Nigeria. A netizen commented, I believe this man more than our own politicians 100%. Someone opined, the pressure is real on the juntas. They are feeling the heat. The only option open to them is to relinquish power and move back to the barracks. No dishonorable man can bring honor to his land and people. Seizing power is already a betrayal to their country and against the oath of the office they sworn as military officers. The role of the army is to defend the decisions of the politicians against external forces, not to plot coup and take over. General Tinubu must hand over power if he truly wants to work for the people. He should retire from the army and contest the general election next year. In the democratic election, ECOWAS and Nigerian government must put more economic pressure on the juntas. In a matter of weeks, they will all cave in and come begging. A guy added, okay, go and dialogue and put things right. Nobody wants war. Indeed. And lastly, onto a funny video of a baby fighting himself. Take a look. Now that baby doesn't need karma. He seems like he will get back at whoever hurt him himself. And that is all on Newsfeed today on Trust TV. Follow us and subscribe to all our social media platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. Bye.